Imagine a world where every choice you make is a battle between good and evil. A world where choices have real consequences. This was the vision of Zoroaster, an ancient prophet whose teachings have shaped civilizations. He famously said, "Doing good to others is not a duty, it is a joy, for it increases your own health and happiness." In a time of myths and mysticism, his message brought a new understanding of morality and free will. Let's uncover the story of Zoroaster, a voice from the past that speaks to our present. Zoroaster, also known as Zarathustra, is a figure shrouded in mystery, with scholars dating his existence anywhere from the 18th to the 6th century BCE in ancient Persia. The lack of concrete historical records means much of what we know about Zoroaster is speculative, pieced together from later writings and the Zoroastrian religious texts, the Avesta. Legend paints Zoroaster as a miraculous figure, born laughing and radiating light, symbolizing the enlightening impact he would have on spiritual thought. He lived in a time of turbulent change, where archaic rituals and a pantheon of gods dominated the religious landscape. His emergence marked a significant shift, introducing monotheistic elements and emphasizing moral dualism in a world previously guided by myth and mysticism. Zoroaster's teachings, primarily preserved through oral tradition before being documented in the Avesta, brought about revolutionary ideas of individual morality and cosmic order, profoundly influencing Persian culture and later major world religions. Zoroaster's philosophy introduced a shift in the spiritual landscape. At its heart lay the dualistic battle between good and evil, represented by Ahura Mazda, the symbol of light and truth, and Angra Mainyu, the embodiment of darkness and deceit. He proclaimed, "In the beginning there were two primal spirits, twins, spontaneously active. These are the good and the evil, in thought and in word and in deed." This cosmic duality was not just theoretical, it demanded active participation. Zoroaster emphasized that every human has a crucial role in this eternal conflict through their choices and actions. His teachings fostered the idea of free will in a moral universe, a groundbreaking thought in a world ruled by fate and fickle gods. Zoroastrianism wasn't merely about cosmic battles, it was deeply personal, a call to self-awareness and ethical living. He who sows the ground with care and diligence acquires a greater stock of religious merit than he could gain by the repetition of 10,000 prayers. In essence, Zoroaster taught that our everyday actions, thoughts, and words hold immense power in shaping not only our destiny, but the world's balance between light and darkness. As we delve deeper into Zoroaster's philosophy, we find a message that resonates across millennia: the power of choice, the importance of intent, and the eternal quest for truth and righteousness. This ancient wisdom challenges us to reflect on our actions and their ripple effects throughout life. Zoroaster's teachings provide a lens to examine and navigate our choices with greater depth. This is especially relevant in today's digitally interconnected and politically complex world. His emphasis on the individual's role in the cosmic struggle between good and evil encourages us to consider the ethical factors of our daily decisions. In the workplace, this might mean advocating for transparency and fairness, challenging us to look beyond personal gain and consider the wider impact of our actions on colleagues and the business as a whole. There is enough resources in the world for everyone to have a happy life. We don't have to exploit one another to climb an imagined social ladder of fulfillment. In our personal lives, Zoroaster's principle of good thoughts, good words, good deeds urges a reflective and intentional approach to relationships and self-growth. It's about cultivating mindfulness and empathy, recognizing that our attitudes and behaviors directly influence our environment and those around us. Whether it's in navigating complex family dynamics or contributing to community well-being, Zoroaster challenges us to be agents of positive change, actively shaping a more harmonious community. In the social media world, a world filled with misinformation and impulsive reactions, applying his principles means choosing to engage thoughtfully and constructively. It's about discerning truth from falsehood and contributing to online spaces with integrity and positivity. Zoroaster himself advised, "Listening to falsehood makes the soul dark and gloomy." This conscious approach not only elevates individual interactions, but also fosters a more informed and respectful digital community. In a time where mental health is increasingly recognized as vital to overall well-being, Zoroaster's call for inner harmony touches the heart. His teachings encourage us to seek balance, urging us to find peace within ourselves amidst external chaos. This might translate into practices like meditation, self-reflection, or seeking wisdom in nature, all ways to reconnect with the fundamental values of truth and goodness. In times of international conflict and war, Zoroaster's emphasis on moral choice becomes even more critical. As we witness or learn about events unfolding overseas, his teachings urge us to consider our responses and the broader implications of our nation's actions. They inspire us to advocate for solutions that align with principles of justice and peace, understanding that our collective choices contribute to the global struggle between constructive and destructive forces. The rise of polarizing politicians and divisive rhetoric in many societies also calls for a reflection on Zoroaster's wisdom. In such an environment, individuals are challenged to navigate the complex political landscape with critical thinking and open eyes. We encourage you to uphold values of truth and unity by actively promoting dialogue and understanding within our communities and rejecting divisive narratives. We embody Zoroaster's vision of contributing to the cosmic balance of good over evil. By integrating Zoroaster's ancient wisdom into our modern lives, we're not just paying homage to a historical philosophy. We're actively participating in a tradition that offers a framework for navigating difficulties ethically and with purpose. His teachings encourage us to reflect deeply on our choices and their impacts, guiding us towards actions that foster harmony, understanding, and the greater good in an increasingly interconnected world. The teachings of Zoroaster offer a strong foundation from which to strengthen the principles of Nocturnity, a philosophy that embraces personal growth and enlightenment within the shadows of life's challenges. Zoroaster's emphasis on the ever-present battle between good and evil, light and darkness, mirrors Nocturnity's focus on navigating and transcending the inner darkness to find one's true light. Nocturnity teaches us that within the darkness, there is an opportunity for light. Similarly, Zoroaster proclaimed, "To choose rightly is to know that one's own heart is divine." This deep insight reflects our belief in the potential for inner illumination and transformation through conscious choice and moral resilience. In a world often clouded by uncertainty and moral ambiguity, Zoroaster's ancient wisdom, coupled with Nocturnity's guiding principles, offers a beacon of clarity. They inspire us to reflect on our deepest values, to act with intention and integrity, and to cultivate a community bound by the pursuit of truth and enlightenment. We honor Zoroaster's teaching that happiness comes to them who bring happiness to others. We take this message and amplify it, engaging in practices that not only uplift ourselves, but also radiate outward, impacting our communities and the larger world. This is the essence of absorbing and extending the teachings, making them live within us and through our actions. By integrating Zoroaster's teachings into Nocturnity, we find a powerful synergy that enhances our understanding of both Each philosophy, in its own right, provides a roadmap for navigating life's complexities with courage and insight. Together, they offer a holistic approach to personal and communal development, guiding us toward a more enlightened, compassionate, and ethical life. As we conclude our exploration into the insightful teachings of Zoroaster, let us carry with us his enduring words. Doing good to others is not a duty, it is a joy, for it increases your own health and happiness. This ancient wisdom, transcending time and culture, beckons us to a higher calling, a calling not just to learn, but to act and to transform. Zoroaster's vision of a world engaged in the perpetual struggle between light and darkness is not a distant myth, but a living reality within each of us. He empowers us to choose, with every thought and action, the light of truth, goodness, and integrity. This is where Nocturnity meets us, at the nexus of personal growth and global change, urging us to take the wisdom of the past and forge it into a tool for modern enlightenment. Imagine the ripple effect if each of us embraced Zoroaster's call for good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Consider the power of a community united by Nocturnity's vision, where our collective journey toward understanding and growth sparks a larger movement for change. In the garden of thy heart, plant not but the rose of love, whispered Baha'u'llah, a sentiment that captures the essence of our shared mission. As you step away from this video, let it not be the end, but a catalyst for your journey. Let the insights you've gained here ignite a flame within you, a flame to seek, to question, and to create. Join us in Nocturnity, where together we'll harness the power of Zoroaster's legacy to illuminate our paths and advance the world. Remember, the journey toward enlightenment is continuous, and every step forward enriches not just your life, but the whole of our collective existence. One need not scale the heights of the heavens, nor travel along the highways of the world to find peace. Peace is in the heart of man, said Zoroaster. Let's carry this peace within us, radiating it outward through our actions and interactions. Thank you for delving into the philosophy of Zoroaster with us. The path ahead is bright with the promise of your contributions, your insights, and your spirit. Let's move forward together with hearts open and minds attuned to the endless possibilities of growth and transformation.